¿Cómo están? Hope everyone's happy. Oh my god, I have so much in my mind and so many things I've been literally like processing. Thank you everyone for watching my videos. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Like, I've been going through a lot, a lot of things in my mind, like internally, physically, emotionally. So like my channel basically is talking about feelings, processing your feelings, talking about how you feel, like how your little heart inside feels and all of that. Like a lot of us don't like to talk about our feelings. I myself, I've been the kind of person that I've been thinking so much about my past relationships, my boyfriends, the people that I've liked. Like I've been going through like hell and back. Like, sorry, this is a sweater I made in high school. I myself like love Nirvana. I'll show it at the end, and I made it myself. So I don't know, just going through a lot of stuff. But anyways, I made this in high school and shit, and I just have to wear it. I did my own little thing, and it has Nirvana in the back. Um, Me growing up, going through phases and going through everything, I've learned to embrace me. I've learned to accept me. I've learned to like accept my shadow self and my rainbow butt, because see, like now I'm like all rainbow and stuff. And like today is a combination of like my roots, listening to like Nirvana, listening to Korn, System of a Down, Metallica. I'm just like going through a lot in my head. But anyways, this is about fears. So I was like thinking about my fears, and like when I first did my video about fear, when I started thinking about it and I started talking about feelings and I started talking about like all my videos, one day I saw a video that is talking about like our internal, like internal fears as well as our external fears, like the things that people see and perceive and kind of see about ourselves. And then there's also our internal fears, which like the fears inside our mind and what we're thinking about all the time. And like before, my mind, I was just like, growing up, as you grow up, you go through perceptions of what your fears are and what you really feel, and how life is and stuff like that. So like, since I've been analyzing about my life and about my childhood and stuff like that, like one of my biggest fear basically was my abandonment issue with my mom and my dad, and like getting to meet them until I was 13. Subconsciously I started doing this fear about self-love, because I didn't even love myself. I fell into, I'll talk about that right now, but then I'm gonna talk about like the self-love. So like, I didn't have my mom, I didn't have my dad. I was raised by my grandma's best friend. And it's like, I'm not trying to say like, oh my god, I'm like dying over that. No, I'm not trying to put like a victim mentality, but I learned from that. I didn't know how to love myself. I was just kind of the kid that went to school. I wanted good grades. I did things because I wanted to. Like nobody, like all my life I've been the kind of person, I don't like to be told what to do. I hate that. um I know, like, I see a lot of things and I understand a lot of things. I also don't like to hang around with like people that are kind of like either my age or younger than me, because you have to be like smart, have something in your brain, or I have to learn from you. Like, I don't know, I'm that kind of person that I see if you're smart, I kind of like that. I like people that are smart. I like people that are motivated. I like people that have like a fire inside of them. I don't know. It's pretty cool though. But like now my mind has been changing in a lot of ways and stuff like that. But anyways, so like subconsciously, I basically didn't love myself, and I didn't know about self-love and taking care of yourself. I've been the kind of person that I do things because I feel they're right, and I just keep them flowing. Okay. So that self-love thing, that really like affected my life a lot. And it kind of turned into like a confusion of what love really means, because yeah, I just got an idea basically about love. And I'll talk more about that. I'm gonna make a video about talking about feelings of love. And that self-love, basically I thought it would be like another person, like another human being, that will make me happy. Because I never had a mom, I never had a dad, I never had a normal family. I like never had a normal Christmas. Christmas in El Salvador was just like different than here. Like right here, people like to go with the family. And when I came here, I was like out of place because I never had a family. So like I met my dad when I was 13. I met my mom when I was 13. So I'm barely realizing this right now talking about this. So subconsciously, my fear basically was like finding somebody that supposedly will fulfill my happiness inside of me. Little did I know that my happiness is within me, loving myself and accepting myself for who I am. So that's the realization I got, you know. So because I didn't love myself, I thought like the father of my kids, of my two daughters, he had like a what I thought it was like a normal family, you know. And I I literally just saw them this like 2 days ago. I'm like, I thought your family was normal because that's what I assumed it was normal. And I've never had a normal family. I've never experienced a normal Christmas and things like that. So like with my dad, it was kind of like weird too, because when I came from El Salvador, he got separated from my stepmom, and he used to party a lot, and they were pretty cool. But like Christmas was just like going to other families' houses. I don't know, maybe I have to make my own tradition of what is the normal Christmas, because I myself have never experienced it. Maybe that's why I'm building myself, you know. I'm taking all shadow, like accepting all the new, overcoming all those fears, all those insecurities. So basically the biggest insecurity was that I fell in love with this guy because I didn't even love myself and I wanted to experience normal. My biggest fear all my life is like being alone and being by myself um and not falling in love because I thought before another person will fulfill love, you know. And no, it's inside of me, it's all me. And when I had my daughter, my first daughter in 2003, I remember I was carrying her and I said, oh my gosh, she's gonna love me unconditionally because she came for me. I made her, you know, Carla. That's why I call her my life. Because me growing up in high school, I was kind of like a depressed person. I was like sad. I used to think of all the things I just said right now, but I wouldn't express it. You know, those were my fears internally. So one of my fears that I always had built within when I had Carla, I said, well, you know, if when Carlos doesn't get to love me, you know, maybe he changes his mind, Carla will love me because Carla came from me. And my daughter will never tell me she doesn't love me because she came from me. And she just asked me like 2 days ago, Mom, do you regret my dad and you know, getting together and maybe you wouldn't have had us, me and Sasha? And I was just like, no, I'm so sorry, Mamacita. I cannot even think about that thought. I don't care whatever fucking happened those 12 years. I would do it again just to have you and Sasha because you guys are my blessing. Never have I ever in my life ever had those thoughts. My fear was just like them not loving me. And like all my fears have fucking come true because I had it subconsciously in my mind. So that's where I'm getting to. Like sometimes we hide our fears and we have them inside our minds. My physical fear, you know, now that I'm acknowledging and I'm thinking about it, was driving. You know, literally, I kid you guys not. I meditated for 1 whole month about overcoming my fear for driving. Okay, and that's the one that it was like I was most embarrassed about it because I'm like fucking 37. But you know what? I don't care. You know, we're all different. We're all human beings. We all develop differently. I'm not gonna compare myself to anyone because I'm special just the way I am. I'm fucking unique. I'm powerful within my own power that I am finding within myself. And everything that I've gone through has made me more powerful so I could believe in myself. So basically the whole point of me making this video is that we have unconscious, you know, fears and subconscious, and some of them we start thinking and 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 thinking about them so much that they happen. Like this is what just literally happened to me, and I like let them go because I can't do nothing about it no more. Like see today, um I've been trying to talk to Carla because she doesn't like to pick up. Oh my gosh, she's 15. My daughter does not like to pick up. And I'm trying to teach her how to be responsible, like pick up after yourself, fold your clothes, fold your towels, wash your clothes. You know, do your thing. Like take care of you. Love yourself, mama. I even tell her, girl, I'm gonna go for a run, let's go. And then she's like, and she's 15, so I'm like trying to understand her. I'm like, okay, she's growing, she's going through high school. I just switched her high schools. That kind of bit me in the butt, but you know, we talked about it, so I hope she understands me. I told her I love her. Like, I'm a happy person, and I am very grateful with everything that God is giving me, everything that is going on in my life. My life is not perfect, but everything is falling into place because I'm acknowledging and I'm opening up my eyes to my own mistakes. And like, I've always questioned everything, but now I question like double. And I also trust myself more because I know that I make the right decisions. And you know, I'm just teaching my daughters that life is about change. You know, life is about moving where energy keep on flowing. Like I instill in them my own negative mentality because I allowed before a lot of things to pass me by and I wouldn't talk about it or I wouldn't stand up about it. So my fears basically, I could say that I made them happen. You know, my ex is not in my life anymore. I let him go. And, you know, things that in the past I didn't correct, now they're biting me in the butt. You know, my daughters are disrespectful to me because I would allow them to see that, you know, the other side of the family were disrespectful to their own mother. And I assume, oh, my daughters are going to learn the opposite of that. Little did I know, now it's butting me in the back because now my daughters are disrespecting me. And I'm like, mommy, you doing what the other side of the family does to their own mom. And that's kind of sad because I don't try to be disrespectful to you. I don't want to fight with you. I don't want to argue with you. The only thing I'm asking you is to pick up, do your clothes, organize, do what you need to do. Like, I have never said shut up to my dad. I have never said, like, shut the fuck up to my dad. And my daughter has says those things since she's 15. And in my head, I'm like, okay, if I scream at her, it's going to be bad. I come from domestic violence. That's my history with my ex. So it's like I'm tired of drama, I'm tired of violence, I'm tired of fights, I'm tired of screaming. I don't deal, I'm like zero, none of that. Fuck that. And I don't care that people say, oh, we'll whoop their asses. No, no, it hurts. Domestic violence, when was in that, it started physically, then it turned mentally. So I like literally know both of them. I know the physical and the emotional part of domestic violence. No, I am not gonna hit my kids. I'm gonna talk a lot of shit maybe, and I'm gonna be very straight up to them, like really straight out. Like I'll tell my kids like, wait, back it up. Like I go meditate. I literally pray and I ask God for guidance because my kids, I love them with all my heart. And I'm correcting all my wrongs because I'm not perfect. But literally, my daughter made all my fears come true. And I told her today because we acknowledged it. We talked about it. Yesterday, we talked for 2 hours. She promised something. I've been kind of like playing games and I haven't been gone through with it. But today I took away her cell phone. She went crazy. She said she got a fever. She was really mad at me. I took her cell phone. When I came home, she was like, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I was like, really? You love me? I'm like, no, don't lie to me. If you love me, show me. You know, I'm the kind of person that I show my love. I don't believe in words. Words that, you know, disappear. I believe in actions. You know, I love writing letters. I love expressing myself like that. But, you know, and she told me in the morning that her and my oldest daughter didn't want to live with me anymore because they didn't love me. And I was just like, it broke my heart because I was like, "Ah, this is the fear I always had my whole life." She made me cry in the morning. And I was just like, am I a bad mom? Am I really? For trying to tell her to pick up after herself and correct herself? And I even question myself and I say, fuck that. No. And the day before that, my ex tried to get at me too. I've been like being tested left and right about my fears and my insecurities. And I've been saying like, no, that's not me. That's the Jessica I used to be. Now every fear, every feeling, everything I feel, I process it daily. I don't keep it in. I even talked to my daughter and I told her, I'm sorry, but you make me feel like shit. You made all my fears come true. Fears that I had as soon as I had you, and it's barely happening to me right now. Because when I was 18, I walked out of my house and I told my dad, Dad, you know what? I'm 18. You can't let me stay with you no more. I smoke weed. I've been smoking weed since I was 15. I don't want people to tell you that shit, cuz I'm going to tell you. I'm the kind of person that if you want to know about me, come to me and ask me. Don't go and ask my neighbor, I mean, what will they know? I'm the one who's doing it, so I'm the one who knows what's going on in my mind. So I told my dad this when I was 18, and then today my daughter told me, "Oh, mom, Sasha and I, we don't love you because you make us do what we're supposed to do." And I was just like, I called my dad in the morning and I was talking to him, and I was like, "Dad, this and this and what Carla told me. It didn't came from Sasha, but they're my kids, so it hurts." And my dad was just like, "Well, this kind of reminded me when you did this to me when I was 18." And I said, "Oops, karma." I said karma. I was just like, "Oh, wow, God." You know? All my fears came true. My karma came back with my kids. I love my daughters. Carla, I call her my life because I'm gonna be very honest. When I was 18, I didn't think nobody fucking loved me. I wanted to kill myself. Not anymore. Kurt Cobain was my love because eh, he like he killed himself, but all his music spoke to my heart and my soul. First song I ever loved from him was "Come As You Are." And that was the song to me, like telling me, Jessica, be who the fuck you need to be. Come as you are. All my life I always had angels, only that I fucking saw them in a negative way. But anyways, so yeah, come as you are. Because until the day that I came as who I am is the day that I'm finally happy because all the love is inside of me. And I'm overcoming all my fears because I'm finally acknowledging all the mistakes I've done in the past. So that's what it is when it comes to fears. You know, we think about those things all the time. So those fears kind of start like happening, even if we think they're not going to happen. Like, we are so powerful and so beautiful human beings, and we don't acknowledge that. We don't get to see that. We really think we're not powerful. We don't believe in ourselves half of the time. We don't know the power we have, like on the reels. Like, when it comes to fears, every single fear I had, I've been overcoming this year. Not only overcoming emotionally, also physically, because I'm driving. I've been driving already every single day. I'm taking my daughters to school. I'm picking up Carla from school. And every time I get in the car, I was telling one person when I was smoking with them, I was like, dude, as soon as I get in the car, I think about like, damn, oh, why? I crashed actually already. I haven't said this, but I think I kind of did it because I was really nervous today. I was very anxious, and I also noticed that my meditation and doing my balancing and all of that, emotionally, I was kind of like emotionally unbalanced before. Now I process my feelings. I'm like, I know all the answers are inside of me. I can trust nobody else other than me because I'm the only one that knows what I'm thinking inside. I'm the only one that sees what's going outside, which is kind of like with a connection where I'm going with the fears. What we're thinking is what we're concentrating on, and eventually they turn into reality because that's what we're thinking all the time. So before I used to concentrate on a lot of negative things, and all those things are like, I'm processing them right now. I'm thinking about them and I'm letting them go. Like, even with my daughter, like, I asked the kids around me and I'm like, are you guys feeling sad? They're like, yeah. Everybody's like, I've been like crying for the past 4 for 5 days. But in my mind, I'm like, it's okay though. I feel like it's gonna get better. Like today, Carla told me I'm not going to school. I took away her cell phone. She got all rebellious. And you know what I said? Don't go to school, girl. Do your thing. Stay home. You know what you need to do so you could get your phone back. You know what? It's going to make mommy happy. So I'm just teaching you to fold your clothes, wash your clothes, Love yourself. I'm teaching you good habits. Nobody showed them to me when I was growing up. I kind of didn't because I don't know why. Because I've been the kind of person that I don't like people to be told what to do. So I'm going to do it before even people tell me. I don't like to follow people. I don't like to follow trends. I used to create my own clothes in high school. Like, this is a sweater that I made myself because I love leopard so much. This is like a regular sweater, honestly. It's like a regular sweatshirt, and I put like pins inside, and I cut it like Kurt Cobain in the back, and it's pretty cool. I'm gonna show you right now. This is some shit that I did like back in high school, like woo, long time ago. This is like my pride of myself, and basically, cause like I overcame my negative mentality, and I overcame also my fears, and a lot. Like this year, I have overcome so many things. Like I found myself. I've always like light colors and stuff like that, but my favorite color all the time from my heart, it's black. Beautifully blessed, but black. Okay, so see, let me show you. So I did this. I basically put this all on the sweater myself, and in the back, my idol, like Kurt Cobain, honestly listening to Nirvana since I was in high school. See, I put this in my sweater myself, and I'm not lying about my negative thinking. I'm not. Look, like I even have it here. This was my favorite quote. I hate myself and I want to die. Kurt Donald Cobain. He killed himself in 1994, and I was literally obsessed with him. So, Metallica, Korn, I was super freaking negative. But see, the first song that I fell in love with Kurt Cobain was like Come As You Are, because once I found out who I was, that's when I'm fucking happy. I'm blessed. Every single fear I had in my life, I overcame. I know that every fear now is a fucking illusion. So I could stop myself. So I couldn't come to realization of the person of who I am, and how beautiful I am, and how I was stopping myself. So that's the reason of this channel, because I want everyone to see that how beautiful you guys really are, and how you guys don't have to stop yourself and don't think about your fears, but learn to accept them, acknowledge them, process them, and let them go. All feelings, once we do that, it's like peace inside your mind and your heart, and then all that positive thoughts. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have no words to explain all the rainbow happiness, gratitude, joy I feel inside my heart. That's why I'm doing my YouTube channel, because I want to encourage everyone to learn to love yourself, overcome your fears. Like, we need to acknowledge them. Some of them are subconscious, some of them are conscious, but honestly, it's just like an illusion. Fear, honestly, is an illusion. Fear is the chance to give yourself and say this to yourself. Either I'm not gonna fucking, overcome this fear, and I'm just gonna complain and complain and complain and complain and complain and complain and complain, or I'm just gonna say, fuck this shit. This is a fucking illusion. This is a bunch of bullshit. I'm the only one like stopping myself, and keep on flowing. Be that energy that you are. I mean, what do we lose? What do we lose out of overcoming our fears? Think about that. What? What? Like, something that really helped me become mentally stable and to change my mentality, and I'm already sharing it in my Instagram channel, it's meditation. When I started meditating, I started noticing that we're so beautiful and we are so many things that we hide that we don't acknowledge. And in those meditations that I started doing, because I found a guidance from some guy from India, that he started sending me like those videos from YouTube, I could honestly say that helped me heal. So that's the reason I did this channel. For anybody that is actually open-minded and wants to heal their heart. Because Our heart guides our mind. And if we work with our mind and we connect to our heart, you're gonna be so happy. You're gonna be so grateful. You're gonna learn to love yourself. Trust me, I did it. And I did it since March. And we're in what? Like, yeah, it started in March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 9 months. I mean, it's up to you. Overcome your fears. Rise and shine. Become blessed. Because you're beautifully blessed. We just don't get to see it. We have too many negative thoughts kind of overshadowing us in there. Like, we're mentally imprisoned. Do you want to free yourself? Ask me. Send me emails and stuff. Send me a message. I'm open minded. I'm here to help. I heal myself. I fix myself. And I'm trying to heal my daughters too. Because my life is not perfect. Trust me, it's not. And I'm going to talk about every sad feeling that I have experienced with my daughters. That's why I'm talking about this one. Because all my fears, even the fear that my daughters that were not going to like me, and then the fear that, that I've been a bitch to my dad, and the fear that I wasn't able to drive, I'm overcoming all that. I'm happy. Okay? I can honestly say is the power of the mind. You're powerful. You're beautiful. Overcoming your fears? Trust me, that's all we need. So, that's my message for today. That's what I've been thinking about. That's what I've been processing in life. I used to be very negative. Not anymore. I literally have come to terms of the good Jessica, that I'm super happy now, and the bad Jessica that it's like a balance inside. Yeah, the good and the bad, but it's still me, which makes me unique because I went through the shadow and only the beautiful stay. But then the bad one also helps me because by me understanding both of them, I can be who I am supposed to be, which is how I show people how to be better you. Love yourself, believe in yourself, and heal yourself. Fear is just an illusion. It just depends how you see it. It's been a pleasure talking to everyone. Have a beautiful night. And I'm going to do the Spanish version of this too. Yeah, I'm trying to move this because it's the light. Like, I've been trying to do this for the past 2 days, but I think I needed to experience and overcome my fears in order for me to be able to express it more freely. Yeah. God wanted me to learn those lessons in order for me to be able to speak for them exactly from my heart. Not just, because I was like, what do I talk about fear? But how? Externally and emotionally. Externally was just the fact that the driving. Emotionally was paying my karma that I did with my dad. And the fear of not loving myself. And maybe one day being alone, but I don't care no more. Because I got me. And I found me. And I'm becoming the best version for myself. So I could be happy. Once I'm happy, I'm going to be fine. Everything is falling into place. I'm correcting all my wrongs. And my daughters and I'm going to correct everything. And we're going to be happy and beautifully blessed. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Fear is an illusion. And think about it. If you want to start meditating, let me know. Jessica Love. Love and light. Love yourself. Love and light on the real. Bye.